What's up guys, welcome to a new video. For those that are new to the channel, welcome and thank you for watching. Today's video is going to be about the truck and my setup. It's a 2022 Ram 3500 high output engine with the Aisin 6-speed transmission. The reason why I went with this truck, two reasons. Number one, power, towing power. It's got 1,075 foot-pounds of torque. Number two, reliability. This truck has proven itself. I used to drive a 2020 truck with the same engine, same transmission. Never had any issues with the engine or transmission. So it's been pretty reliable. So that's the reason why I went with the 22, same setup. I got the Laramie Edition. It's got the leather seats. They're heated and ventilated as well. It's got the 12.9-inch screen display. Sunroof. Pretty much has got every option possible, or at least almost every option possible. At least it's got more than what I need, honestly. It's got the air suspension in the rear. Let's look at the engine bay. It's gonna be a little dirty. Engine bay has never been washed. So the way you can tell when these trucks come with the Aisin transmission is the transmission dipstick on the Aisins will be on the right side of the engine, where on the 68 RFE it'll be on the left side, I believe. This one came with a Night Edition package, so it's got your painted bumpers, it's got LED headlights, it's got the black wheels. This one also came with the Max Tow package, and it came with the fifth wheel, the factory Ram fifth wheel, which I believe is made by, I think it's called Reese brand, if I'm saying it right. And it's this is rated for 30,000 pounds. This one has the automatic side steps, the factory ones, which are pretty nice. Guys, I did add the front splash guards to kind of keep the rock chips away, and I also added the rear ones. Both of them are OEM. Finally got my front windows tinted. I got 35% on the front. Matches perfectly with the rear. The rears are factory 20. So the front may be just a hair lighter, but in real life it matches perfectly. The truck also has the four-way cameras. It's got a camera in the front. It's got cameras underneath the side mirrors. And it has a camera in the rear. It's got the soft open tailgate where it slowly goes down, which is pretty nice. I also added the factory molded rubber floor mats, which are super nice.
Hello, Ding Ding Pie.
That you guys always hear in the video is my dash cam. It's got that weird little Chinese greeting to it. The truck also comes with the Harman Kardon factory sound system. I don't remember exactly how many speakers it has. So it's got that center channel speaker, it's got dash speakers on each side, so 3 up front on the dash. It's got speakers on the doors, so that makes 5. Then it's got the tweeters, that's 7. Then we got some in the rear up on top on each side, 8, 9. And then the doors, 10, 11. And then there's a subwoofer underneath the rear, what used to be a seat, so I guess that makes 12. So I think it's a total of 12 or 13 speakers in here, I believe. Sounds really nice. I added the bullet point mounting solutions phone holder. Has the carbon fiber arm. I think it's fake carbon fiber, but carbon fiber look. It's pretty nice. It's really nice and sturdy. Got a GoPro mounted there as well. Up over here is my mount for my tire pressure sensor, which is this one right here. It's called TST. Super nice, very nice. It's a colorful display. I think I bought this system with 8 sensors. I believe it was around 450 bucks. Gives you the pressure and the temperature of the wheels, and it works real nice. The rear view mirror has I don't know what it's called, like a camera display. So if you tilt it forward or just pull this little knob towards you, it'll change to the camera view. So that's the camera displaying what's behind the truck. And if I push it forward, it goes to normal rear view mirror view, which is kind of cool, but I really never use it, so it's kind of pointless for me. The sunroof as well, yeah, it came with the truck, but I never use it. Honestly, I don't even like the sunroof option, just because, let me show you. So the sunroof option, it kind of brings your ceiling in the rear down lower. It's kind of hard to tell. Let me see if I can get it from the front. It's hard to tell, but it drops the ceiling down a little bit, so you have a little bit less ceiling room, which is something I don't like. Just because when I'm in the rear sleeping or, you know, trying to move around, I'm always hitting my head on the ceiling. So the tow power of this truck is something that's incredible. I mean, it's I believe this specific model, when they gave me all the information for the truck, it's rated at 35,000 or maybe like 34,000, just right under 35,000, which is a lot. I never towed that much. Amazon guy just came, got my crankcase ventilation filter. I'm gonna be doing that swap today. Guys, let's take a look at my sleeper setup. So I bought a memory foam mattress. I think this is the twin size. Bought it from Amazon. Had to go on the other side because it's so sunny over there. So yeah, the memory foam mattress, twin size. Had to cut off a little bit in length or width to make it not as wide so it would fit in here. So I kept the back parts of the seat in, just took the bottoms out. Let me see, I'm gonna get this mattress out of here so I can show you guys the frame. So this is what it looks like underneath the mattress. So for the frame, I've got a steel frame. What I did was I bought squared steel tubing. I can't remember, Menards, Home Depot, Lowe's. And I bought a welder at Menards, which is like 250 bucks or 300 bucks. Never welded in my life. This was my first time welding, so it was a learning experience. But yeah, the tubing, welding, I think it's a pretty strong setup. Then I got it bolted down to the factory mounting spots. I painted it black. It would have been better to powder coat it, because the paint, whenever the cover goes down, eventually like the paint starts chipping away in certain spots, in a lot of spots, but it's no biggie. These little pieces I made so it holds the mattress, so the mattress doesn't slide forward. Here's the factory subwoofer. Sounds amazing. But yeah, so underneath the floor mats, got little storage bins. And this is just I can't remember, this is either 1/2 inch, I believe this is 1/2 inch plywood with oak veneer, and I kind of lacquer coated it so it kind of protects it. And I did like a satin finish. I hate shiny stuff. I used 2 piano hinges so both of the sides open up. Yeah, I like it. It's a pretty nice sturdy setup. It doesn't move, it's pretty solid. Got little mounting points for the rear seats, so they don't, so the bottom doesn't kind of fold forward or flop forward, just because those areas are attached to the bottom seat cushions whenever the bottoms were in here. Let me show you guys the other side. So the other side, got a little storage compartment, got my hard hat, my vest, keep my window cleaner in here. So yeah, same type of frame on this side. Welded and bolted down to factory mounting points. Then I keep some things underneath the seat, underneath the back part of the seat. Got some tools, power tools here and there. Got some trailer axle parts, some bearings, seals, just in case. So it wasn't very expensive to build this frame. I probably spent, so the plywood was $100. Piano hinges were maybe like 30 bucks. All the tubing for the frame, probably 150 bucks. Right under 300 bucks I spent to make this frame for the bed. I don't know, everybody makes frames out of wood. I feel weird about it. You know, a wooden frame in a truck, it just doesn't feel factory. I wanted to make mine so it somewhat looks like it's meant to be in here. So I think, you know, steel is a little bit more presentable than having a wooden frame in a truck. Just my opinion. It is cheaper to build it out of wood, but I think steel is a little bit better. Plus, you can secure it a little bit better. You can bolt it all down to the factory mounting spots. So as to whenever at night when I'm sleeping, I never idle the truck. I have this Milwaukee fan. This fan I bought, it's like 80 bucks, 80 or 100 bucks for the fan. Then I bought 2 batteries, which are like the XC 6.0, like the extended time batteries, so they last me quite a while. You know, they've got these 4 bars that shows you the battery life, and I usually lose about a bar each night, so that's pretty good. One night it loses 1 bar, so the battery will typically last me 3 to 4 nights, which is pretty good. And I have 2 batteries with a charger, so I just charge them up in the truck whenever they're low. As for sleeping in the winter time, I had one of those sleeping bags which is meant for like freezing weather, which I tell you did an amazing job, like sleeping in minus 5, minus 10 degree weather in a truck. Inside the bag, it's super warm. I'm not sure exactly how those bags work, but they honestly work. But for this winter time, I want to buy a diesel heater system for the truck. I'm not sure where I would actually mount the unit itself, just because you kind of have to drill through the floor to run the tubing out, the exhaust tube and whatever the other tube is. So I'm kind of still thinking about that, because I definitely want to get it. It comes with a thermostat, so you can sleep in here comfortably. You don't have to have a sleeping bag, and it hooks up to your diesel, and it just barely uses any diesel. It's very good on consumption. So yeah, that's something that I want to get done for this truck for this coming winter time, just because I don't want to have a sleeping bag again. Just because, you know, when you're getting out of the sleeping bag and it's cold outside, it's freezing inside the truck. As for the length of the mattress, it's the standard length that the twin mattress comes in. As far as I know, DOT, as long as you're driving by yourself without a partner, from what I read and heard, there's no requirements on the mattress length. But I think whenever you're driving with a partner, there's a certain length that your mattress has to be. So whenever you run into that situation, you kind of have to get rid of your door panels. And there's a company that makes a frame similar to the one that I made, which kind of extends into your doors, and it comes with the plastic door panels which kind of dip inside of your door. You have to cut a little bit of your metal out from your door, and those panels go into your door to kind of extend the room for the mattress. I kind of wanted to keep my factory door panels and the speakers, just because I want to keep this truck as factory as possible with minimal customizations inside. I also installed an external fuel tank with a storage toolbox into the truck. So the truck has a factory 50-gallon fuel tank, which is an upgraded fuel tank as well, because normally they come with a 30-gallon, I think. So when you open up the top, you got your fuel tank right here with a little gauge. Then you've got your little tool storage compartment, which I kind of need to clean out because I've got a bunch of unneeded stuff in here as well. But yeah, it's really nice. This is a 60-gallon external tank. I believe I bought this one. It's made by RDS. I found it online at a reseller that sells RDS tanks. I believe I paid $1,500. That includes shipping, which is pretty good. And then I keep my DEF bottles right here. Just use a bungee cord to kind of secure them. So yeah, this little fifth wheel hookup is very nice and convenient. If you ever want to remove it, it just has these tabs right here. Just take this out, open this up, you pull this way, and you do it on all four legs. And then it just lifts up and you can take the whole thing out of the truck if you need the extra room. But yeah, this is a really nice feature. Kind of happy it came with the truck. It's a lot easier to hook up your trailer too. Have your rear camera over here. I guess it's called the cargo camera. You can kind of see whenever you're backing up if you want to use a camera when you're hooking up your trailer, but I still turn my head and visually hook up. Got external LED lights in the bed. Got your trailer plug hookup. This here, I'm not even sure what this plug is for. Got a outlet in here as well. Got another LED light on this side. It's got factory sprayed in bed liner. And this truck does have the 410 gears in the rear axle, so that comes standard with the max tow package. On the passenger seat here, guys, I usually put my fridge that I have with me. I keep my food in it. Runs off a 12-volt battery. It's pretty nice. And another thing I forgot to mention, what I don't like about this truck, which I wish was a little bit different, is the seats. I wish they were completely leather, but you know, they did this microfiber or Alcantara or whatever you want to call it. It has it on the bottom of the cushion. It's got it on the back part around here. I mean, it looks nice, but for work it's not really practical because you can't really clean it if it gets dirty. I've got my iPad mount right here, so I've got my iPad that sits right there for my ELD and, you know, way station app and whatever else I need. As for anything else negative about this truck that I can tell you, not really. The only thing I don't like, which is on all the diesel trucks, is the emission system, that DPF filter. You know, it's problematic. I started having problems with it when the truck had 14,000 miles. That DPF filter kept on constantly filling up and it was going into regen. So the dealer put a brand new DPF filter on it. So far it's been good. Lately it's started, you know, filling up again more frequently. I'm not sure what it is, but tomorrow the truck is going into the dealer for a recall. I'll let them know so they can look into it. Other than that, I mean, I like everything about this truck. The looks, I mean, it looks pretty slick. It's one of the better diesel looking trucks, I believe. I don't know anything else about you know, comparing this to the Ford trucks. I've never driven a Ford truck, so I can't really compare. I'm sure they both have their pluses and minuses, but I'm happy with this truck. It's proven, you know, reliability and towing power. It's been proven. It's got it. I mean, this thing tows with ease. Guys, so this truck I purchased for $103,000. The high output engine on the Ram 3500 and the Aisin transmission, they're just really rare. It's hard to find them. I had to drive out to Kentucky to pick this one up. And most of the other trucks that I've seen, out of the few that were available, they were pretty much in the upper 90s price wise. They're all up there. I mean, the market has changed. The prices of these trucks went up. 2 years ago you could buy this truck probably for around $80,000 with this particular combination engine, painted bumpers, blacked out wheels. But not anymore. You can't get them at a good price, so you got to pay a little bit higher, unfortunately. So that's pretty much all about the truck, guys. I mean, if there are certain things you want to know that I didn't mention in the video, please comment down below. I'll either answer it or I'll make another video, you know, explaining other things that I might have missed in this video. So appreciate you guys watching the video. Stay tuned for the next one.